Greetings and welcome to the formula, living your authentic life as your authentic self. And your authentic self starts here with section 4. We're looking at the heart chakra and correspondences and how it affects our 3D experience. Again, this series is a complete analysis of Bashar's formula, which stated plainly says, figure out what your passion is, follow your passion in as much depth and to such fulfillment and completion as you possibly can. Have no expectation whatever of what outcome will happen. Just keep exploring how you can more fully live that specific passion. Then go to the next passion and do the same thing. That's it. That's how to live your most authentic life, by following your passion. That's your purpose, your mission in life. This series is going to give you specific assignments to do, so have your pen and paper, tablet, or whatever ready to take notes. You'll want to pause this video frequently to take screenshots of these slides. This course is going to give you and show you how to find your purpose, tools for how to find your purpose, your passion, your mission, and how to incorporate those into every moment of your day-to-day life. To recap the past 3 weeks' lessons in a lightning round, because we live in a physical reality, truly living our purpose means we must know ourselves fully, accept ourselves fully, and love ourselves fully and unconditionally, understanding that we are so much more than just this physical vessel. We started with a look at the aspects of our first 3 chakras and how each relates to the corresponding hermetic laws. For example, our base chakra corresponds to the law of gender. This is how we define ourselves to ourselves at our core, as either masculine or feminine. From there, we considered how the sacral chakra represents our emotional body, or the hermetic law of cause and effect. It is how we define family or tribe, the most basic and fundamental way we associate our individual self with other people specifically. The third chakra, also known as the solar plexus chakra, is the actual chakra that is identified with our personal 3D experience and corresponds to the hermetic law of rhythm. So beginning from the physical body of the base chakra, or the I am, moving through our emotional body of the sacral chakra, or I feel, we came to the mental body of the third or solar plexus chakra, which represents I do. Now we come to the astral body of the heart chakra, which represents I love. In other words, we go from I am to I feel, to accept ourselves authentically, without judgment. That's the I am. When we do that, I feel safe. When I feel safe, I do things that benefit me, promoting more feelings of safety and security. It is our 3D circuit in how we connect to others through I love. In terms of how our energetic bodies work within the framework of the chakras and the hermetic laws, we took a deep dive into the first layer or etheric body corresponding to the base chakra and physical body, the second layer or emotional body corresponding to the sacral chakra and our emotional state of being, and then the third layer or mental body corresponding to the solar plexus chakra and our thoughts, as they are the final step before creation manifestation. The reason why we started with such a detailed analysis of the chakras, our energetic bodies, and all of that at the very beginning of this course is so we may build a sturdy foundation for our dreams, our visions, and the reality we want to live, that we were always meant to live. Only by recognizing and acknowledging our physical being with all of its flaws, but also with all of its beauty, can we begin the process of finding our purpose by being our most authentic selves. Now, you had homework assignments from the first 3 sections of this course, and the only way you're going to get the most out of this course is by consistently working on these action steps from the homework assignments to make your passion regarding your physical, emotional, and mental bodies become your reality. In this video, we're going to do an in-depth analysis of the fourth chakra, or the heart chakra. This is the energy center which literally balances all of creation. This is the place, in combination with your thoughts, that the quantum field is generated from. The fourth, or heart chakra, is our center of love for ourself and others. Associated with the color green and the element of air, this chakra is found at the center of your sternum. Compassion, empathy, and forgiveness all manifest from the heart center. This is the chakra that is associated with unconditional love, compassion, and joy, of profound truths that cannot be expressed in words. The heart chakra is the bridge between the lower three chakras, base, sacral, and solar plexus, and the upper chakras, throat, third eye, and crown, integrating the physical and the spiritual planes of existence. Strangely enough, that sounds almost exactly like what our fourth Hermetic law of polarity says. Opposites are identical in nature, just differing in a degree. We can always choose to move to different poles. Mental alchemy is the ability to intentionally manipulate energy by the deliberate shifting from an undesired energy to its opposite. And you may have heard of alchemists also refer to this as the philosopher's stone. While wildly touted as mere futile attempts to transmit base metals into gold, mental alchemy goes far beyond just trying to manipulate physical matter. I find it interesting, too, that this wisdom was passed down by way of emerald tablets that are always shown as the color green, just the same color as our heart chakra. It's pretty funny, right? We remember from our previous studies in this series that all of the Hermetic laws seem to have this kind of polarity in common. The law of gender has male and female. The law of cause and effect has, well, cause and effect. And the law of rhythm has back and forth swings. In truth, all the Hermetic laws are really just saying the same thing in different ways and through different expressions. You might think of it in terms of dimensions even. The law of gender being one-dimensional, or just the sense of identity that a crystal might have, perhaps. The law of cause and effect can clearly be seen in the second dimension, where that identity becomes a reference between ourselves and the world around us, with most plants and animals having some form of this manifestation. And of course, as we just saw in the most recent video, the law of rhythm can be identified as the third dimension, where self-identity now becomes fully expressed as the me, we, they of our relationship with ourselves, our family, and the wider world around us. Humans and some higher form of animals have some form of awareness of this to a greater or lesser degree. Taking a look at our energetic bodies and how that corresponds to our heart chakra and the law of polarity, we see the fourth layer is our astral body. This is the body we use when we're actually performing astral travel and sometimes in lucid dreaming as well. It is the semi-physical, semi-energetic body that once again forms a bridge between our most physical first three subtle bodies and the more ethereal second three subtle bodies, which we'll explore at length in coming sections of this course. Think of it this way. We know, because we have machines like EEGs that measure it to diagnose things like heart disease. We know that the heart generates an electromagnetic field that extends out around our physical body. In some cases, it's been measured out to 3 feet. That's almost arm's length. That's literally your bubble that you can usually feel. That's your astral body right there. So how do we take all of this information about our heart chakra, the law of polarity, and our astral body, and turn it into some kind of action plan that we can use to help us become more of our authentic selves and live our most authentic lives? Well, since the heart chakra is the place where we determine how we connect to others through empathy, compassion, and love, we need to get to know how we feel about ourselves so we can quickly identify when we aren't feeling that way. Remember, if we aren't creating from our heart chakra, from that place of self-love, self-empathy, and self-compassion, whatever we are creating is not going to serve our highest and greatest good. It won't make us happy and ultimately will end up tearing it down anyway. Why keep doing that to ourselves? We now have the knowledge and information to make better decisions that will benefit us and all of creation. Here's the homework assignment for this section. Get your notes from the first 3 sections of this course with your pen and paper or however you've been taking notes, because we're going to review everything we learned about ourselves from those first 3 sections and evaluate our next steps and course of action. So if you haven't gone through those first 3 videos, you should stop the video here and go back and review those. And if you want to just keep on with this video, I'll give you a quick recap, okay? In summary, assignment 1 was to evaluate your current physical health and identify 1 to 3 areas you wanted to improve in with corresponding action steps you would take to make those improvements. That went with the base chakra first law of Hermetic law video. The second goes for your mental state and then your emotional state, the second and third videos. You learned how to monitor your thoughts in the second assignment, how to determine if those thoughts were benefiting or not benefiting you, and made a plan to use affirmations, meditation, and other tools to help release negative thought patterns and replace with positive ones. And then in the third assignment, you assessed your emotional state, reviewed it compared to the Hawkins scale, and determined where some emotions could be moved up the scale to more beneficial emotions by changing your thoughts, because we learned it's all connected, right? Now, we want to review our progress in these 3 areas. Are you genuinely happy with your progress overall? Have you been consistently applying the techniques, exercises, and other tools to bring you closer to who you know you truly are, the very best and most authentic version of yourself? If not, just go back and reevaluate. Did you have an unrealistic goal? Is there another way you can achieve the same result but using a different method? For example, you can lose weight by increasing your activity level by exercising, or by decreasing your caloric intake by eating less food. They're both the same thing in reality, but are achieved using different methods, right? Or maybe this is something that only you are seeing as a deficit, but that is in reality a talent or skill. From a third-person perspective, if you were looking at your life as if it was a movie, would you tell the character they were horrible, a failure, a loser? Or would you tell them how proud you are of them for even trying to begin with, and that you know they can do anything they want to if they really want to, that you believe in them, even if they don't believe in themselves? That's your higher self. That's where your higher self is accessed from your heart chakra. This is why we worked so hard on those first 3 chakras to get them aligned, in order to make a clear connection, to have unrestricted access to that portal. Oh yes, your heart chakra is the portal to the quantum field, where everything is manifested into the 3D reality we are experiencing right now. We create our 3D reality by how we see ourselves in our physical body, our I am, which creates our emotional body, I feel, and how I feel about myself and the world around me. And these result in creating our mental body, which directs what I do, and ultimately how I love and connect to others through the astral body. Living our most authentic lives, finding our purpose, our passion, our mission, is all about the eternal search to fully love ourselves. From this place of love and acceptance, with all our flaws and all our scars, we are safe to be our true selves with others. And this is how we heal the world, by healing ourselves, and in the living examples of our lives, we show others how to heal themselves. That is the summary of this week's section. How we are interacting with others is a direct result of how we feel and act towards ourselves. If we aren't coming from a place of self-love and self-acceptance, what kind of relationships can we expect to build with anyone else? Blessings to you. Have the most amazing rest of your week. Namaste and ciao for now.